Today, I'd like to share with you guys um, on why I don't have social media and what led me to being isolated when I had it. Social media in itself, from my experience, has been something very, very isolating. Um, I started with MySpace, then I ended up having Facebook. Many years later, after Facebook, I ended up having Snapchat, and I ended up having WhatsApp in the end. And and the thing is with Facebook, I started to realize how fake people were starting to become. And the reason why I say this is simply because of the fact that when it comes down to it, I noticed that whenever I had Facebook, I thought, you know what, I can always keep in touch with my friends even after 5 decades until I grow old. But I realized that was clearly not the case. I mean, Facebook is not exactly an insurance for people who want to keep in touch with their close friends and loved ones after many, many decades. And you know what the shocking part was? I had 403 friends. 400 of them I knew personally. Three of them were just strangers I met on the internet, who I didn't really conversate with that much to begin with. And what was strange is that with the people that I knew personally, I wanted to talk with them, keep in touch with them, and whenever they were online, messing around or whatever it was, with these silly pop ups, what I actually did was um, contact them and send them like one of those instant messaging on those IM chats, and they never responded. Out of 400 people that I've known personally, only two or three of them managed to respond. The rest ignored me and they just pushed me to the wayside. And I did not appreciate that at all, one bit. So by the time I was, 22 years old, I erased my Facebook permanently. So even if I wanted to go back and put in my email and password with all my login information, I can't get back in. When I was told that I had to permanently delete it, it says you have 2 weeks. 2 weeks is your deadline so that you can change your mind and still keep your Facebook account. But it's been past 3 years and I'm actually very happy. I was very isolated. I didn't have really that many people to talk to. And I'm a guy who actually has a lot of friends in his circle. In my personal life, I've always had a lot of friends growing up. And I had a lot. And all these 400 friends that I knew personally, I mean, this was combined with friends from high school, from other states that I lived in before. And this is even combined with the family members that I've had on my friends list. And what was strange is that people always said, like, you can always keep in touch with friends, you can always have people you can keep in touch with, and blah, blah. It's not necessarily true if they ignore you, honestly. So I was very happy that I erased it because I was making more friends, I was more social, and I was no longer isolated because Facebook is something that isolates people. That's what I've learned from the whole thing. And this is why I'm never going back to Facebook. And some friends even told me, like, you should get an Instagram. You should get an Instagram. And I thought about it after a few years, and I realized to myself, you know what? I don't think I want to look at people's stupid selfies all day. So this is why I'm not having an Instagram. This is why I erased Snapchat to begin with. WhatsApp is cool, but I forget to download that. And besides, the phone that I'm using to record, it's not going to be forever. I'm going to buy a flip phone because touchscreen phones are a little bit too distracting for me. But as far as I'm concerned, the whole thing with Facebook, another reason why I deleted it is because of the fact that, you know, the fact that it was isolating to me and, people just ignored me like a piece of trash. I was also noticing that when it comes to Facebook, people were always seeking attention nonstop. stupid bulletin boards like, like, oh, he broke up with me and she broke up with me. She's cheating on me, and like, oh, I hate him, and they just stir up so much drama. And it's such a facade too. Like, people seem happy, and people walk around like it's unicorn sunshines, and the fact that people complain, they have these hate groups like, you know, give a thumbs up to this group saying like, I hate so and so or whatever. There's so many hate groups. I mean, and the fact that they had so many of these groups, they glamorize it like some pop trend, which is so annoying. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous. So from what I've learned, social media is only good for promoting business. It's not good for keeping in touch with friends because, I think that this is, doing more harm than good. Um, I've never been happier. It's easier for me to make friends, and nobody knows how to have a conversation anymore either. So this is another reason why I erase social media. No need to have it. But yeah, anyway, that was my experience, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.